Are you curious about the process of making you more creative? Do you want to learn how you can increase your creativity? In this video, I'm gonna share my experience and tips to grow your creative skills. So let's hang out and have fun learning. Hello, it's me again. If this is your first time here, very nice to meet you. My name is Ryuno. I'm the artist and educator at Playful Ground in Monterey, California. On this channel, I share my creative process and products as well as others for you to learn more about art and creativity to make your everyday life more inspiring, meaningful, and joyful. So if you're interested in art and creativity for your everyday life, please consider subscribing. So I talked about creative thinking in my first video about art and creativity, which is here. But my question is, why do we want to or need to think creatively? The answer to the question might be we like to improve something, or we need to solve some issues, or we just wanted to create something that no one has seen or experienced before. If so, yet your creative ideas stay in your brain and then they stay just as ideas and nothing happens in that real world, then you cannot improve, solve, nor create, invent, or innovate. And also, no one else can see or experience your creative ideas. So I have this image here that I created to show the creative process in very simple steps. To me, there are only 3 steps we need to take in the creative process, which are think, do, share, and repeat. So we talked about the first step of think in that previous video, and today I would like to talk about the second step of do, which is a very important step and could be the hardest one. Yeah, it's absolutely necessary to increase your creativity. As you might know, my recent do was the self-haircut. I shared the process in this video here. It was my idea that required my husband's or someone else's help. He'd said to me before that he will never ever cut women's hair, including mine, because he thought that hair would be one of the things that ladies would not want to mess up. I told him I wouldn't care the result because the haircut was not for that look. Yeah, my intention was to share the process, but he wasn't sure. So I had to think about my idea differently to make him feel comfortable participating and helping me while still conveying my intention of the activity to be joyful, free, and collaborative to share the process for learning. So my idea became that I will be the one cutting and he will be the one navigating. So he will not need to physically cut my hair nor feel responsible for the result through the action. So what happened during the haircut was that he actually cut my hair because it became so much easier for him to take an action once he saw the first result and the potential to bring a better result. So he made an improvement to my hair. For him, cutting hair was a scary idea when the idea existed only in my brain and his brain. However, it became not so scary once the hair was cut and he saw zigzag edges. So now I will share some tips and exercise for you to start doing something with your creative ideas. Tip number 1, be open and flexible and try not to think about solid end result when you start. For me, having a fixed result in my mind prior to the action can bring frustration in the process because things don't usually go so perfectly. Also, it's very important to try something new to increase your creativity. But trying something new can be scary because there is a certain level of uncertainty and potential to make mistakes. So I'm trying to do more things with my intuition and openness to happy accidents so that I won't be scared to do something new and different. Tip number 2, do not compare your result to someone else's except for your own previous one, because your experience and skill set as well as ways of execution should be different from the others. If you try something new, just enjoy the process and reflect on the experience and result afterwards for your future improvement, your own work. Of course, you can look at other people's work as inspiration and examples. Yeah, yours should be different to be creative. So creativity needs action. I use the word do for the second step because creativity is not just for art and artists who make art. Whatever you do in your everyday life, you can gain and increase your creative skills through the process of think, do, share. Every time you take the steps with open-mindedness, flexibility, and also joy, very important to explore the potential and something new and different. Imagine if artists don't make anything. There is nothing for the audience to see, think, or talk about to experience the creative work. And from the artist's perspective, without seeing anything, I cannot make any decisions whether or not my idea is good or creative, nor can make a new, better one next time. I'm sure it's the same for musicians, dancers, writers, actors, designers, etc., who are considered as people in creative fields. This can apply to your everyday doing, either at school, work, or private one. Creative ideas need to become real experience, which requires our doing, so that you and others can see, hear, touch, smell, and or taste your creativity. Creativity is about thinking, but also it's about doing. So here's an exercise for you to increase your creativity. Step number 1, choose an activity. This can be something totally new to you or something that you've done before and hope to improve the result. You probably want to pick this activity depending on your level of comfort towards new things and challenges, but definitely start with something that it's at least a little bit challenging. Yeah, you can imagine having fun. Step number 2, have your intention in mind but not a fixed result. Choose materials and tools according to your ideas and intention. If you choose to do something new, your intention might be just to learn the process. Then do some research to learn about materials, tools, and process, and the rest is for you to enjoy the process and have the experience for learning. If you choose to do something you have done before, reflect on your previous experience and choose one area that you wanted to improve this time. Then think about new ideas for materials, tools, and process according to the area for improvement. In both cases, I recommend you to be still open to unexpected materials, tools, and ideas that might become available to you as you go through the process. And definitely for all of you, no matter what you choose to do, have fun. So please let me know what you choose to do and how you do it in the comment below. Perhaps I can spot your creativity that you haven't noticed before. I will talk more about art and creativity in relation to the third step of share in the next video. So please stay in touch and I'll see you next time.